Welcome back to Let's Play Alpha Protocol. I'm BurningDogFace, and it was pointed out to me last night that I missed a bit of intel. Unlocked one last bit of information about Braco here. Let's see. Yes. According to reports, the mob boss that took Braco under his wing was none other than Sergei Surkov. He was the one who first offered the young man a position within his organization. Braco refused, declaring he'd never start out at the bottom again, and Surkov, impressed by Braco's fearlessness, gave him a position within his inner circle. From there, Braco soon became Surkov's second-in-command and became close friends with the Mafia boss, although he refused to emulate his mentor's cultured style, instead immersing himself in circa 1980s American pop culture. Braco handled much of the extortion, collection, and drug trafficking for Surkov. The drug dealing is a source of friction between the two, however. Braco dipped into his own product to excess and was hospitalized more than once for cocaine use. Thinking a lot about Braco lately. These sorts of games always try to do the quote-unquote right thing, and for some reason, more often than not, that means giving second chances to people who really don't deserve them. Just that once, I wanted to be able to not make a deal with the scumbag. That doesn't really fit with the way I've been playing the rest of the game, does it? Which is why I've decided to go say hello to Shahid and companions, dressed like this. Try to get back in touch with, how do I put this? The bit more conservative way I've been playing the game previously. This is probably going to end poorly. Meet with Sheikh Ali Shahid. Determine what else he knows concerning Halbech and the missiles, and either enlist his aid or finish our mission in Saudi Arabia by eliminating him and his men. I mean, seriously, if I made a deal with a terrorist... Braco was, well, at least above that.
Welcome, Agent Thornton. This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I believe. I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbech?
A portion of it is, yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost you.
I don't have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Halbech has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
And that concerns you?
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves? Yes. And when another may shoulder the rightful blame? Again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I'm not betraying my country, and certainly not for you.
Is Alpha Protocol your country? Or is it one of its lies under the guise of the United States?
Halbech's my enemy, not the United States, or whoever Alpha Protocol claims to be working for.
And if they are the same thing?
Then you don't understand the situation.
I do, more than you, I think. But you have come for help, or simply to call a favor due. I have information that should be of use to you in hurting Halbech. Accounts, transactions, and knowledge of their involvement with your program. And of course, the missile codes you asked for, although I fail to see what use they are to you.
That's a start.
A start?
Yes. I need you to broadcast something for me. I have a suspicion that's going to cause quite a stir where I'm headed.
Exciting. Agent Thornton contacted Shaikh Ali Shahid for information to bring down Halbech. Shahid reiterated the events set in motion are more dangerous than Halbech knows. Rather than raise global tensions, their actions will trigger a real-world war. Thornton agreed to use Shahid's information to bring down Halbech, but not to betray the United States. Well, that went pretty well. And I do believe... Oh yes, this is it. They literally mentioned the point of no return there. So you know what that means, folks. No, let's put in a new one. Alas. I sell all this crap I don't need. Oh, I did that already. Blast. Oh. Shh. I didn't even notice I got that. These machine pistols once belonged to Konstantin Brayko. Custom built to his not entirely sensible specifications, these guns are built for stopping power at the expense of any degree of finesse or accuracy. Prolonged use of these SMGs may result in a contact high. And somehow he got them from Nasri. Oops. That's really weird. I don't know he sold anything. Ah well. Oops, nothing new to say here. Okay then. You know, they say, look the part. Oh yes, increased strike damage or increased damage resistance. Let's go with the punching. I seem to be falling a bit behind in that. Okay then. Well then, without further messing around, let's get this show on the road. Mission select endgame. Infiltrate Alpha Protocol. Where exactly is this? Yes, that's what I thought. Surrender to Sean Darcy, allowing yourself to be captured by Alpha Protocol so that they can take you to the Grey Box. From there you'll be on your own, so make sure you've settled all your affairs before you give yourself up. This is your last chance as a free man to take action. Let's do this. Well, I really would have preferred Mina. This is curious, but I'm going to go with Albatross, simply because I don't trust Z, well, at all, let's just say it, and Steven's a bit, how do you say, unfocused for the mission of this magnitude.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Well, she'll be there. I just remembered. Yeah.
Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina.
I just realized that's the shirt he's wearing in the interrogation missions.
We're saying we can have him call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
Finish what you've begun. Infiltrate the Alpha Protocol facility and complete your mission. It's going to take all your skill, and probably a lot of firepower, but World War III is the cost if you don't succeed. You have allied with Albatross, who has tracked your location and is bringing in reinforcements. Contact him as soon as possible. Omen Dang and Ronald Sung have set up a server and are waiting for you to transfer intel to quickly pass on to government officials in their area. Ensure that they receive evidence damaging the U.S. only. Yeah, nothing there. I could have sworn I just told someone I wasn't the enemy of the United States. Funny how that plays out. The subtle approach. Great.
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
I guess I'm an adrenaline junkie. And the women, of course.
I'm not sure we need a cowboy.
You need someone, or I wouldn't be here.
Was it all you expected, Mike? Looking back, was it all worth it now? You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
Do you know what I like most about our relationship, Henry? It's these special moments, you and I, talking about the world. It's really cozy. So when you're asking me if it's all worth it, not yet. But it will be when I look back on this years from now and get this beautiful wave of nostalgia.
Never mind then, Thornton. Seems...
I'm not done. What I'm gonna remember most is how you thought you had it all under control before this little plan of yours came crashing down around you.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Halbech.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Halbech is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
So he said.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I'd just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. Those Marines you killed in Moscow. No American agent gets away with that in the end. You're not pretending to be a rogue agent anymore. You are one. They'll execute you. Me, I have a different perspective.
I didn't kill anyone in Moscow.
I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired
How old
him.
are you?
You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
Not your fault. Oh, of course not. Not the missiles, the killing, the world destabilization for profit. Nope, you're blameless.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. because they hired me to build this place. And worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do.
It's amusing to hear you say that. Is this a pot talking to a kettle right now, or...?
No, it's not. You're sitting in a cell because of it. Your life over. Because of something they did, they'll never have to answer for. I can fix that.
So can I.
We can fix that.
How?
Make them accountable. I don't need Alpha Protocol anymore. It's going to be shut down, sanitized. But if selected footage reached the world about its presence, well, that might be the best for all parties.
What? So you can make new hostilities, drive up sales?
My role in this is already protected. You got my missiles back. Shahid is dead, and all your operations in Taipei, Moscow, Rome, it didn't change anything. I can give you freedom, a new lease on life, even a villa of your choosing anywhere in the world. All I need is your cooperation. So, is it a deal or not? A future or no future at all?
Let's go with spite,
I've given it
folks.
careful thought. Forget it. I'm never working for you.
Disappointing. Although, one last thing I'm curious about. Since you have every angle covered, what happened to that footage, Mike? The one of the airliner you had in your possession?
It's safe.
Oh, you mean with Scarlet?
What?
You mean safe with Scarlet. That's who you gave it to.
I didn't say that.
No, she did when we asked. She's here, you know. She was resistant at first, but, well...
Bullshit. You don't have her here. She'd run circles around you.
Perhaps both of us. I'll have her tortured if I have to. Make no mistake about it. Who knows what sorts of secrets she could reveal. But enough about her. You've lost. All your efforts for nothing. You can't stop us.
But not yet. Because you're still planning something, right?
You're correct. There are some matters to be cleared up. Soon, all trace of this facility will be erased, and you along with it. After all, it never really existed in the first place.
Leyland?
What is it?
You've got something on your tie.
Childish.
Maybe, but it's a start. A little taste of the humiliation to come.
If that's all you've left, Thornton, I overestimated you.
Of course you did. See, when all's said and done, you're gonna be the media's next best friend, Leyland. I promise you.
Amusing.
Not really.
Well then, you'd best get to it, Mr. Thornton. You have an hour. I look forward to your efforts.
Well, guess we're finally in the present. Oh shit.
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
I'm surprised you haven't figured it out yet, Marbird. I know your history. I know the United States left you out to dry. Deus Vult, all of it. But it doesn't seem like you learned anything from it. You served Deus Vult blindly, and now you're answering to Leyland and Halbech.
Your point?
Trading one master for another, Marburg? Seems to me blind loyalty is what got you here in the first place. Everything you know about Leyland should tell you what your future is.
I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
We're just about out of time, so I'm going to cut it off here, and we'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Alpha Protocol. I'm BurningDogFace.
Sorry, sir, but we...
Later.